Welcome to Gruden's Glossary. We're just trying to get everybody on the same page here at the FFCA. It's hard to do in football. Everybody has a different terminology. But today, we're going to talk about bunch formations, why teams use them, some of the basic plays that teams run out of a bunch formation, and some of the key components to having a really good bunch offense. Let's just take a look at the formation itself. Bunch left. We tell the three receivers in bunch to go to the left. We have the tight end, who we refer to as the Y, the slot receiver, who we refer to as the F, and the Z receiver. All three of these men go to the call and create a bunch formation. The tight end lines up off the ball. So there's the left tackle, and the tight end will line up off the ball in an arm's distance from the tackle. It's very important when the huddle is broken that the point man, in this case it's the F, he comes charging up to the line of scrimmage and gets set quickly in about a 3-yard split from the tackle. He is on the ball, the F receiver on the ball, and that is what we refer to as the point. The quicker he lines up, the quicker the tight end can get comfortable in that arm's distance from the F and from the tackle. And then the Z, he lines up about a 1-yard split outside the F, an arm's distance basically. But these three receivers create a bunch. And if we say left, all three go to the left. The X always goes away from the call and lines up on the ball. Knock on wood if you're with me, Clay. If it's bunch right, it'll be Y. Again, the F charges up there quickly. He gets set on the line of scrimmage in a 3-yard split from the tackle. That allows the Y and the Z to get set up accordingly. And the X goes away from the call. We like bunch formation for a lot of reasons. Number one, the Y, who is off the ball, can do everything that he does when he lines up on the ball. We'll get into that in just a second. A bunch formation always helps our receivers on the bunch side get a free release. It's hard for the corner and the nickel and all the defenders to play press man on all of these eligible receivers because they'll get picked off. So we get free access into the coverage, and our receivers, they like that because the corners can't get their hands on them. You know what I mean, Jake?
Yep.
It also helps if you have an X receiver on the backside. I refer to him as, well, let's just say this. We need a badass on the backside. Somebody that can command double coverage. You know, if you put Jerry Rice on the backside a bunch, a lot of times a corner would rotate to him and the safety would play over the top. And that really helps us with a lot of strong side plays and passes and runs. Are you guys with me? The Y is off the ball. That's the tight end. And there's some basic things that he has to be able to do. We talk about nudge releases, free releases, and pass protection. What is a nudge? Well, that tight end in this bunch formation, before he releases and runs his route, we tell him to slam the defensive end with his inside shoulder and then go run your route. That's called a nudge. It helps this tackle in pass protection. Are you guys with me? The other thing he can do from here is he can just free release and run any route that we diagram. He can run inside breaking routes, outside breaking routes. Even though he's off the ball, he can still nudge and he can still release freely into the route. And most importantly, that tight end, when he's off the ball, he can still be a heavy contributor in pass protection. He can pass protect on that defensive end. So those are three things that he can do. The other thing that the tight end will do quite a bit in bunch formation is he's going to cross sift, meaning we might hand the ball off to a running back towards the bunch and have the offensive line block to the call and have a tight end come across the formation and block the end man on the line of scrimmage. That's called a cross sift. We might have the tight end isolation block on an inside linebacker. We might want to run a draw play with our tailback, and we might want to have that tight end come in there and run a isolation block on an inside linebacker. We've done that before. He can do that when he's off the ball. Sometimes when we have the Y off the ball, we ask him to wham a 3 technique, a defensive tackle that's on the outside shoulder of the guard. And he could come in here and drop a bomb on that defensive tackle. We love doing that. You like that, Clay? That's a wham block. We might have the tight end pull on the backside of a counter play to the weak side. We might have the guard kick out the end, and here comes the tight end screaming around the corner for the inside linebacker. So as you can see, there's a number of different blocks he can engage in, play side or backside. Now, we don't always just line up in a bunch. We want to see what the coverage is before the snap of the ball. So the quarterback might line up in a bunch right. He might look to the tight end and say, hey, give me some sugar. And that tight end will go in counter motion. He'll cross the center and he'll return and get set. And we're just looking and listening to the defense to see if somebody travels with them, if a rotation occurs. All that little counter motion or sugar does is give the quarterback an opportunity to recognize the blitz, recognize the coverage, etc. If I ever say bunch right shorty, I want the tight end, the Y tight end to line up out here at the numbers or beyond the numbers, and we're going to motion him into the bunch alignment. And we want to see who goes out there and covers them before we enter the bunch. If that's a strong safety out here, it's man coverage. Are you guys with me? If the corner comes out here, we know it's some type of zone. So we could call bunch right and just line up in bunch right with the Y, the F at the point, and the Z. Are you guys with me? I could call bunch right and ask for some what? And I could call bunch right what? Shorty to see if it's man or zone. And that's something quarterbacks like to do. Let's just say we want to get more speed at the point. Let's just say we don't want to have the F as the point guy. Let's just say he's not our fastest receiver. Let's say he's more of our possession receiver. If we ever wanted to put the Z at the point and the F outside and keep everything else the same, we wouldn't call this bunch. We call this Bronco left. All of our B words were different types of bunch. And we really want to distinguish who we want at the point. If we call bunch left, I want the F at the point. If we call Bronco left, I want the Z at the point. Nothing changes for the Y, nothing changes for the X. He always goes away from the call. The other term we use is yonder. Shorty and yonder talk to the tight end. If I ever said yonder to bunch right, the Y starts way outside, away from the call. And again, we're seeing if that corner comes out here or if that safety comes out here. And we get a man zone tell. Are you guys with me? Yonder to bunch right, the Y comes across the formation and lands in bunch. But there's different ways to create bunch. You can use shorty, sugar, or yonder. And hopefully you guys can see how it helps recognize man or zone before the ball is snapped, yes? The last thing we'll do before the ball is snapped to determine man or zone and bunch is we're going to put the running back out here to the left off the ball or out here to the right off the ball. If we ever want the back to line up out here to the left, we use the word lab, one syllable animal, lab, Labrador. You guys with me? Out here to the right, I couldn't think of any animals that were one syllable, so I used rat. So the running back knows if I hear lab, I go outside to the left, I'm off the ball. And let's just see, if this is a corner out here covering my running back, what's the coverage, man or zone? Zone. We know it's some kind of zone. So we have just labbed to bunch left. If the back came from the right, could we rat to bunch right? Absolutely. So we have different ways of determining the coverage, maybe smelling out a blitz before the ball is snapped. Sugar, yonder, shorty, and rat and lab. Does that make sense? And I know it gets a little confusing, but we're all trying to learn and get on the same page here at the FFCA. The number one run really out of bunch formation goes to the weak side. A lot of us refer to that play as Wanda. It's an outside zone to the weak side. Hence, we're using names that begin with W. We're running it weak, away from the bunch side. And I'm going to run that Wanda as long as I get a premier look. And if I don't get it, I'm going to kill it with Zoro, which is the bootleg. So as we start drawing our plays out of a bunch formation, are you with me, Clay? Every time we start drawing plays today, we're going to draw it against a premier look. What is a premier look? It is the most basic, very common look that you see in a nickel defense. It's a 6-man box. It's a split safety coverage versus no blitz. Are you guys with me? Yep. And to the weak side, away from the bunch, we have a 1 technique, a man that lines up on the inside shoulder of the guard. And over there, we have a loose 5 technique, a guy that lines up loose on the play side tackle. Why we call these techniques these numbers, I don't know. That's how we all learned them. But there's your 1 technique and there's your loose 5 on the weak side. On the strong side, there's always a 3 technique, a man lining up on the outside shoulder of the guard on the strong side to the bunch side, yes? And then there's a 6 technique, head up on the tight end. Sometimes he gets out here in a 9 technique. But there's your 2 linebackers. There's no blitz. It's a 6-man box. Are you with me? Yep. What does 99 Wanda mean? Well, every one of our 90 series of plays, I want the tailback behind the quarterback 7.5 yards deep. 95, 99, 92, 96, 98. The tailback knows in the 90 series, I'm 7.5 yards deep behind the quarterback, yes? Yep. Now, what does the second digit mean? It tells you where the hole is. Odd numbers are to the left. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You guys with me? Yep. Over here, 2, 4, 6, 8. So even numbers to the right, odd numbers to the left. 99, the tailback is 7.5 yards behind the quarterback, and we're stretching this to the imaginary 9 hole. Are you guys with me? Mm-hmm. Now, when we run 99 Wanda, every time we run it, I want to run it against this 3 count over here against a premier look. Because I want the center and the play side guard to basically combination up to this onside linebacker. You with me? I want this tackle to stay inside out and knock this end out. And I want to thrash the ball to the edge, bounce it outside. But if the end plays it properly, we'll just slice it right up the gut. You guys feel me? Mm-hmm. And on the backside, the tackle and the guard work in combination for that backside linebacker. The tight end has to cut off that defensive end, and the F receiver goes and blocks the most dangerous safety. But it's 99 what? Wanda. Bunch right, 99 Wanda. Now what happens if we have 99 Wanda and the quarterback feels like this 4th element is coming up? Do we really want to run 99 Wanda here? No. So in the huddle, we say bunch right, 99 Wanda. We're killing it with Zoro. What does Zoro mean? You don't know, do you? Zoro means we are faking the ball on the 99 Wanda, and we're going to make a great fake to the back. And the quarterback's going to come out here on a bootleg. And the tight end, he's going to block hard like he's cutting off on 99 Wanda, only he's not. He's going to release into the flat. The point man will clear it out on a post route. We'll have a guy on a quick out, and here comes the backside X receiver on the over route. It's a bootleg. You feel me? Does that tick you off or what if you're a defensive player? Don't you love it? 99 Wanda against a great look. I don't want any 4 count over here. You with me, Clay? As soon as you feel that safety coming down, kill, 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 kill. Now the play becomes Zoro. And everybody understands on Zoro, okay, I'm not blocking anymore. I'm clearing it out. I'm in the flat, and I'm down flat late with the over route by the X. So in the huddle, could I call, hey, bunch right, 99 Wanda, kill it with Zoro? Oh, yeah. Now, could I go up there and say, hey, give me some sugar, and use a dummy count to see if that 4th element's coming down? Could I go yonder to bunch right, 99 Wanda, kill Zoro? Yeah. Could I go bunch right shorty or rat to bunch right, 99 Wanda, kill it with Zoro? The whole thing we're doing with the rats, the labs, the shorties, the yonders, the sugars is we're trying to see, is that fourth guy coming down? Because I only want to run Wanda into that premier 3 count on the weak side. You guys love it? Okay, now, a top run is duo. You're going to get into bunch right, and again, we want it against the premier look. I want to run 92 duo, and duo means double teams. I want 2 double teams between the center and the left guard and the right guard and the right tackle. We want to double team this one technique. We want to take him all the way up into that linebacker. Us two, the 2 of us, center and left guard, we're going to use our inside shoulder pad and our outside shoulder pad, and we're going to drive this double team right back up into that linebacker. You love it? Hell yes, you love this. And then on the right side, the guard and the tackle, they're going to double team the 3 technique all the way to the play side linebacker. So it's a beautiful opportunity to run it right up in there behind the push. Tight end, you got to block that defensive end, and we give you a steak dinner at the team meeting if you do that, okay? Tackles on the backside, knock that 5 technique out. And obviously, we're going to run behind the push. And it's very important that these receivers, they block that nickel corner, get up to block the safety. Normally, we don't block the corner because if the ball does bounce, we want to see these corners make tackles because they don't like to tackle as much as they like to cover. Now, what I love to do is I love to call my duos and tag it with X now. X now. So let's say you got that great receiver over there, and let's say it's Jerry Rice or Antonio Brown, a great X over here, and I call 93 duo X now. Well, you're the X, you're going to have your outside foot back, and you're going to run a 1-step bullet slant. That's a now. Right now, 1 step, bam. And if we do get a loaded box, instead of handing the ball off into this pile of you-know-what, we're going to just throw the now. Now, every time we throw the now, we have to make a call to the backside tackle. We would say, grab, grab, or make a call to alert that tackle on the backside. We are throwing the now. They've loaded the box. The Browns have loaded the box. Duo's no good. I need to throw that X now. So we say, grab, grab, or take it. We got a call to tell that tackle to cut the end. You see that? So it creates that passing lane to the X. So could we call 92 duo? Yes. Could we call 92 duo and tag it with X now? We certainly could. Could we call 99 Wanda? Could we kill it with Zoro? You're going to get quizzed at the end. Don't let it run together. That's why you got to have these meetings at the FFCA. Now, one of my favorite plays is 94 Y-Wham. You can ask Derrick Henry. He opened the game 2 years ago against Buffalo with an 80-yard touchdown on 94 Y-Wham. And the components of a Y-Wham are it's only for a premier look. Are you guys with me? Now, 94 Y-Wham, very important. Which way is the ball going on 94, right or left? Right. It's going right to the 4-hole. So the play side tackle, you must block out on the defensive end. And you have a perfect angle and opportunity to do that, yes? Very good. Now, center, with that 3 technique over here, you should escape right now and go block the onside linebacker. You feel me? So that's the blocking angles for the play side tackle and the center. Now, what we want is the tight end who's in that Y off position. You're going to come in here and wham this 3 technique. And that is something these D tackles don't like. That's why I like calling this, just to tick them off, man. That's how we block the play side. Tackle's out, center's got the play side linebacker, we're whamming the 3. And then on the backside, we call this a club technique. The backside tackle, he might flash his numbers at that end. You go block this onside linebacker. Get him, knock his ass off on the second level. This guard over here against this 1 technique, just a quick shoulder flash like you're blocking him, and you go trap the defensive end and knock him out. Boom! You guys love it? This play side guard is going to go trap the backside 1 technique. Isn't it a beautiful thing, 94 Y-Wham? All right, last one here is Y Charlie, and that stands for counter. Wanda, W stands for a weak side play. Charlie stands for a counter play, and we're going to kill it with Zoro. So here it is, bunch right. If we call 95 Y Charlie, which way is the play going? 95.
Left.
It's going to go left. Now, on all of our counter plays, the quarterback opens up away from the hole. So even though we're running 95, he hears Charlie, the quarterback's opening up to his right, and it's going to be an over-the-top handoff. We're trying to present the illusion we're running the ball over here, but we're really running it to the weak side. You with me? So the ball handling is key. Now, again, it's only going to be drawn against premier fronts. 6 in the box, split safety looks, and it's very important on 95 Y Charlie that the play side tackle to the call side, you go block that backside linebacker. Go get that backside linebacker. Play side guard, you block that one technique. Do we have good angles and opportunities to get those blocks? Oh, yeah. Yes, we do. And on the backside, the center is going to block back on this 3 technique. And the backside tackle, he's going to come down, we call it a chuck technique. He's going to come down and slam that defensive tackle with his inside flipper because that center, he could have tough blocking right here if that man penetrates. You with me? So we're essentially chucking that 3 technique with our inside flipper, and then he'll turn out late. You got me on the defensive end. But here's what's going to happen to these 2 defenders right here. On the weak side, we're going to use our guard to trap the defensive end. You feel me? And we're going to use our tight end. He's going to pull around here and block that linebacker. Is that a beautiful thing or what? You guys love it? Now, let's just say you're the Rams and you're running bunch right, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro. Okay? If the free safety walks up here, is that what we want? Nope. No. So he's just going to say, kill, kill, and the play becomes Zoro. 95 Y Charlie naked now. You with me? So I want it all to look the same. Now remember, tackles, you can't go beyond the line of scrimmage. You'll be ineligibly downfield. But I want it to look exactly like you're running Y Charlie, like you're going to get that linebacker, like you're blocking down on the, like you're blocking back, like you're hinging down. Everything looks exactly like Y Charlie to the left, doesn't it? But the quarterback's not handing it, he's faking it. And now the tight end, you can act like you're pulling a little bit, but you're really not pulling. You're releasing into the flat. You guys love that? Yeah. And we got a bootleg, and you win in the pre-snap, Clay. You go up there, hey, let's go bunch right, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro. Everybody knows it's the Charlie naked if we kill it, yes? But you could go up there and we could go, hey, give me some sugar. What would the tight end do? Crossing back just to see if that 4th guy's coming down. Does that make sense? Yep. Could I call Lab to bunch right, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro? Yep. Could I call Yonder to bunch right, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro? Could I call bunch right Shorty, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro? Yep. And all we're doing is we're researching the defense to see if Y Charlie's a good play. If it's not, alert, 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 or kill, kill, kill. We're good to the kill. Gruden's Glossary is presented by Sport Clips. The holiday season is packed. There's football to watch, relatives to visit, and presents you got to buy at the last minute. Fortunately, Sport Clips haircuts is the perfect time out. Just when you thought the MVP experience couldn't get any more relaxing, the Playmaker scents are back. For a limited time, choose one of 3 brand new scents for your hot steam towel and take your relaxation to the next level. And of course, you're still getting your massaging shampoo and a sharp cut, just in time for the holiday photos. Try one of the holiday Playmaker scents. It's available until December 27th at participating locations only and where permitted by law. Sport Clips, it's a game changer. I love going to Sport Clips to get the haircut, but then when you get the treatment, all this great stuff on the side, it's a game changer. So don't forget, you got to buy some of these Expo pins for your family for Christmas, man. So you got a lot of them. Get yourself a grease board and just sit there instead of watching TV, there's nothing on. Practice drawing your bunch formations to the right and to the left. And keep reviewing the formation as you're putting it up here. This is the Y tight end. This is the F. This is the Z. Here is the X. And then you draw your premier front carefully with the 1 technique on the weak side. There's your loose 5 technique on the outside shoulder of the tackle. There's your 3 technique. And over here, let's put the defensive end in a 9 technique, just outside shoulder of the tight end. Then you got your 2 linebackers. You got to put your nickel over here and your cover 2 look out there. There's your premier look. There's no blitz, Clay. It's 6 in the box. It's a split safety look. And now what runs do we want to call? Well, we got 99 Wanda. Gruden put that in. We got 94 Y-Wham. We got 92 Duo. And we got 95 Y-Charlie. Look at us at the FFCA, Clay. We got a whole bunch offense in. We haven't even put the passes in. But once we start practice drawing these runs against the premier front, we can get into some other things. But think about 92 Duo. Man, you would love to see your guard and tackle execute a double team on that defensive tackle all the way up to that play side linebacker. And let's have the guard in the center on the backside double that defensive tackle all the way up to that linebacker. Tight ends, give you a steak dinner if you get that block right there on the 9 technique. Tackle, don't get beat across your face. Kick that end out, and let's run right behind the push on 92 Duo. And you 2 guys got to sort out these 2 guys, and let's let the corner make the tackle if we bounce it. 92 Duo. You love it, Clay?
Love it.
God, I want to draw some more. Don't you, Clay? I use my shirt. See, I use my shirt because my wife doesn't know. That's why I get black t-shirts for Christmas. You can get them at the Barstool collection, probably get a discount. Tell them Gruden sent you. And then real quick, another bunch formation. I draw quickly because we got a lot to cover here. Draw your premier front over and over and over. Premier front. And what do you want to do? You want to run a 95 Y-Charlie? Well, let's do a great job getting down in here on that backside linebacker, and let's block back with the center. Let's pull that guard and kick out that defensive end. He'll never see you coming. Tackle. Step in there on that chuck technique with that inside flipper, and then go block the defensive end. Look at my tight end pulling with the guard right up in there on that inside linebacker. Woo! 95 Y-Charlie. Open to your right and hand it over the top so we get timing with these pullers on the weak side. 95 Y-Charlie. You could keep going on and on and on. I'll show you the wham just before I leave. Let me erase this. Purple doesn't show up on black. Believe me, I've tried it. Okay, let's take a look at the Y-Wham. Practice drawing your circles too. You know, my circles still aren't great, but they're getting better the more I work at it. The premier look, the 1, the loose 5, the 3, the 9, 2 linebackers. There's your nickel, there's your split safety coverage, cover 2. The Y-Wham. Let's start with the play side tackle. Perfect angle and opportunity. Drive block that defensive end. Guard. Just set quickly and go trap the backside defensive tackle. Y. Jump out of a parachute and wham the 3. He'll never see you coming, man. Center. Get skinny up on the play side linebacker, and let's club the backside left tackle. Go get that linebacker. Just a flash and go get the defensive end. Woo! 94 Y-Wham. What a beautiful thing it is. Man, I love football. Do you? All right, Jake, let me see a bunch right and a premier look. And work on your circles. There you go.
How are those? Good?
Bunch right, excellent. And show me a premier look.
All right, your 1 in here, 3 tech here, get your 5, and you got your
5's over there.
You got your 5 over here and your 9 over here. You got your corners, nickel corner, 2 linebackers, and your safeties.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Now, who are those guys in bunch?
So you got your Y.
What's the Y? What position?
Right here is the tight end.
We always just refer to the tight end as the Y, but don't ask me why.
You got your Z.
No,
Your F.
That's F in bunch.
Bronco, it's Z. You got your
That's
F
right.
up here, and then you got your Z out here.
Who's over there by himself?
X all the way out here.
Okay, now let's call bunch right. If I said bunch right shorty, what would the Y do?
Shorty's coming from over here.
Yep.
So he's got the Y, and he would motion
That's right.
in.
What if I said
that.
yonder to bunch right?
Start out here,
That's right.
Y, and he would come out
What if I said
into there.
sugar? Give me a little sugar.
Y would start here. He would then cross over and go right back to where
Very
he was.
nice. And if I said rat to bunch right, what would the tailback be?
I mean, this guy's gone now, but you'd have your running back out here,
That's right.
and he would motion into the back.
And all this time, we're just using dummy snap counts before the ball is snapped to see if we need to stay with the play or kill it or audible, right?
Yep.
So show me the bunch right, get rid of all those dots. You really made a mess of things here. Okay, there you go. Give me a nice clean bunch right. Now, who are the three guys in bunch right?
Y, F, and your Z.
Good.
Quarterback, running back.
Now let's call 92 duo X now.
All right. So 92 duo, you're running to the right.
What does the 90 series mean?
9 is your 7.5 yards behind the quarterback here. You're running it into that 2 hole. So you're handing that ball off to the running back. These two guys, these two center and left guard, are going to double team that tackle into that linebacker. Then your right guard and right tackle are going to double that tackle into that backer. Your left tackle is taking that end. Your Y is going to take that end. These guys are going to block. And you are getting into that second level with your running back.
What's X now? Tell the X to do. I said
X is taking
now.
that one-step bullet.
That's right.
So if you got a heavy box, you'll call a grab or a whatever you want to call
So
it.
if the safety comes up down into the line, other safety on the other side, they both come up in there. Do we want to hand the ball off into that train wreck?
We
No.
sure don't.
So what would you say to the left tackle?
Say, hey, grab, grab, grab. He would then cut that end so there's a passing lane on the one-step slant.
You like it or love it?
Love it.
Excellent
Love
work.
that.
92 duo X now.
Excellent.
Now get in the huddle like you're the quarterback. Let's go bunch right shorty, 92 duo X now.
All right, hey, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Hey, we're going bunch right shorty, 92 duo X now on one-on-one.
So you get up there, start your snap count.
Hey, sit up.
Here comes an 8-man front.
Hey, easy, easy. Hey.
Grab.
Grab. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Bunch right shorty, 92 duo X now on one-on-one.
Good, let's go. Hey, Jake, let's go. Get in the huddle. Let's go. We've got 11 personnel. Let's go yonder to bunch right, 99 Wanda, kill it with Zoro.
Hey, bring it in. Yonder to bunch right, 99 Wanda, kill it with Zoro on one-on-one.
Hey, Jake, let's go rat. Rat to bunch right, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro.
We're going rat to bunch right shorty, 95 Y Charlie, kill it with Zoro on one-on-one.
Nice, very nice,
Yeah.
man.